Hello again, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. And we're ready to bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Hawks, they've got Abdul-Jabbar. A big game for this young man making his NBA debut. Then it's the Machine, and it's Chandler in at the 4 slot. And then for the Detroit Pistons, we've got Parrish. He knows how to come up with the big plays in the big games, the rebounding, the inside scoring, and that looming presence. Then it's Baylor, and it's Millsap in at the 4 spot. Humphries kicks to Chandler, pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta.
Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
A good look from Harden, and he hits the jump shot. Harden's got the game going here with the first basket for the Hawks.
Well, James Harden, clearly one of the most potent offensive threats in the game. Can do it all. Pass, shoot with range, get to the rim. He led the league in free throw attempts last season with over 10 a game.
Now here's Millsap, outside Baylor. 5 on the clock. Charity stripe shot. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, thank you. I spoke with the Pistons head coach for just a bit. He told me that they'll have their work cut out for them looking to score inside with the elite shot blocker and defender Tyson Chandler patrolling the paint. He said he was the defensive player of the year for a reason. He's got length, mobility, toughness, and the want to. He brings effort and communication defensively, and you can't forget about him at the other end either. An improved shooter, and he can definitely finish. Kevin, a ton of respect for what Chandler brings to the table.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And Clark, you mentioned Harden, great at drawing fouls. He stays low, he holds the ball low, and when he brings it up, if the defender reaches, he just guides his arms up under theirs to draw the contact. It's a very clever move.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of players over the years do it. Kevin Durant has done it. Tim Duncan before that. Going way back, Sam Perkins used to make that move. It's really a tricky play, and it's tough to guard, but when you perfect it offensively, it's really a weapon.
Now Millsap. James Harden missing on the 3. Porter passes to Snyder. He kicks it to Millsap. He dishes it to Baylor. Parrish. The 10-footer. And yes, sir, that one drops. It's a tie ball game.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
For the last decade or so, Atlanta has been pretty consistent. Always seems to find a way to get to the playoffs, and part of that is they've been pretty good against the Eastern Conference.
Now, here is Humphries. Now the pass to Abdul-Jabbar. It's Harden with the drive, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Baylor. And for Atlanta last season, 29 wins against the rest of the conference. Steve, not an amazing total, but ending up over 500 usually gets you a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference.
And a lot of people worried that they would fall out of the picture last year after they traded away Joe Johnson. You know, they're not a team that can contend for a title, particularly not now with the departure of Josh Smith. But, hey, they're relevant in the East, and they've got some good young talent.
There it is, guys, that Olay defense. Just watching them go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that could absolutely get them going. I agree, Clark.
The Pistons have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. He feeds it to Porter. He passes to Garbage Man. The dish to Porter. Kicks it to Parrish. Shoots from the baseline, and the Pistons getting another bucket right there.
The turnaround jumper, that was a thing of beauty.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here is Harden. Back to Humphries.
Well, in any discussion about him, the first thing that has to come to mind is his skill as a passer.
Yeah, he's a world-class distributor, if you will. And the unselfish attitude, translates to the whole team. I mean, I'd love to see what their assist to made baskets ratio is.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, Detroit has always been one of those teams you think of when it comes to franchises that epitomize the rough and tough Eastern Conference. Always look to be a tough defensive team, and they might not have the flashiest players, but they have some of the toughest, no doubt.
Humphries hits them both. And Clark, as you said, the Pistons were strong against the rest of the East last year. Didn't give away too many games, and 25 of their 29 wins came against Eastern opponents.
Yeah, they took advantage of the weaker conference for sure, but it just shows you how much growth they have ahead of them, because in order to get to the playoffs, they're going to have a good record against the West as well.
And so it's Atlanta with it after the missed three from Porter. The machine passes to Humphries. Nice open look, but it's no good. Pistons have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Pass to Porter. Here is Garbage Man, covered by Humphries. No good from Garbage Man.
The defense needs to play tight on him, and that's exactly what they did to force that miss. Well done.
It's Harden with the drive. Porter with the steal. Millsap up top. Pass to Porter. Drills it from outside.
Oh, he's going to keep banging those home if you give him that much space.
Here's Humphries. Gives him the lead pass. Got a piece of it. Here's Chandler. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Tyson Chandler, first-time All-Star last season. His 12th season in the league. This is a guy that came right out of high school. It was a long time coming for him, but certainly that All-Star berth well-deserved.
He misses the free throw. And for Tyson Chandler, it's been a long road over the last few seasons. Steve, he's playing undoubtedly the best basketball of his career.
Yeah, key contributor on Team USA, an NBA champion with the Mavericks in 2011, and now an NBA All-Star. It's the defense, it's the understanding of his teammates and the game plan. Just a very, very smart player and a hard worker as well.
Dishes it to Millsap. They get a hand on it. Just 4 to shoot. No good from Garbage Man. The Hawks trail by 3. Humphries off a pitch from Chandler. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Humphries has got 6.
Ran his man straight into that screen to open the lane up for the hoop.
And there's the pass to Garbage Man. And he makes good on the layup.
Another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively so far.
Yeah, I think that could really set things up well the rest of the game. Pound the ball inside and let your perimeter players play off your bigs.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game. Atlanta's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And here's Humphries. He's got 6. Abdul-Jabbar dishes to Harden. 8 feet away. That one a little long.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Out of bounds. Pistons ball. Detroit keeps possession. Here's Garbage Man. Atlanta with the rebound. Now Humphries. And there's the feed to Abdul-Jabbar. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for Detroit.
Boy, they've come out of that locker room with the hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And the other thing we're seeing is great ball movement. We're seeing a lot of good offensive execution, ball movement, player movement, setting up assists.
Hawks making a switch here. Murphy's checked in.
The Hawks last season weren't really a bad offensive team, but they did have one of the more memorable offensive nights, and not for anything positive. In the January game against the tough Bulls team, the Hawks only scored 58 points over the course of the entire game.
Gets it to go. 6 points for Paul Millsap. The Hawks trail by 5. Humphries with it. 6 points for him. Tipped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Feeds it to Kira. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Guys, that's simply superb. Ball pressure, a run out, and then a dunk in transition.
Exactly, Clark, what they wanted, the aggressive defense to lead to.
Yeah, points in transition.
That's why you want to make the other team feel uncomfortable handling the ball, because you can get easy points out of it at the other end.
Here's Millsap. Troy Murphy picking up that last basket. And the foul on Troy Murphy. That is his first foul of the game. As you said, the Hawks had one of the worst offensive nights, Clark, in the NBA. But overall, we're a solid offensive team right around the middle of the league. Steve just goes to show what can happen when a team goes cold.
Yeah, when you don't have that one guy who you can always lean on to score, and there are going to be some nights where everything just misses. And I think that was the case that game against Chicago. It was kind of bizarre, but hey, over the course of 82 games, it's going to happen.
Here's G. Left side Lowry. Shoots. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Now just a 3-point Piston lead. Outside T. Pass to Rose. Shot off the pick. And that one hits back iron.
Really good offensive execution. Nice pick. Just couldn't get the shot to go.
Boy, you love to see that as a basketball purist. Guy setting a good screen and then getting the shot opportunity.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there. The Pistons have gone now 5 seasons, guys, without posting a winning record, and they're on their 4th coach in that time. Been musical chairs on the bench. Hopefully, they'll be able to find some stability there and some improvement on the court.
Now here's Granger. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
You just assume he's going to knock those down when he's as open as he was there.
Miller kicks to Lowry. He dishes it to G. He feeds it to Miller. Hawks passing it around. Here's Pietrich, and he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Boy, I tell you, that's outstanding determination to track that rebound down and fight his way to the bucket for the throwdown.
Clark, that is the effort they're going to need for the rest of this game.
And not just on the offensive glass, Kevin, but all over the floor.
So it's Detroit now after the basket by Atlanta. The kick out to Rose. Teague with the ball. Lowry picks him up. Three-pointer. Granger. Second chance shot. Carroll. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Andres Pietrich.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
And so he makes both from the line. And the Pistons' long rebuild has hurt attendance. There's no doubt about that. It's dropped over 20% over the last decade. Down around 67% last season. Steve, last in the NBA.
Well, of course, this city has also been hit hard by the economy, Kevin, and that has played a role. But no question, the Pistons' struggles have led to the attendance dropping. Hopefully this team, with the good young talent they've put together, can get things turned around and get these fans back.
Now Lowry, after the missed 3 from Rose. And that one's good by G. And now a 3-point Atlanta lead.
Boy, I tell you what, nice little run here they're going on.
Now the story is points in the paint, Clark. I mean, they're getting point-blank shots every time down.
Granger, it's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Not a really great start for him, as he just isn't shooting the ball that effectively here early on.
Outside Lowry. It's Miller on the way. Connects from 3-point range. Miller's got his first 3 points of the game.
I don't know how they're going to keep this pace up. Both teams on fire here early.
And playing the game on rollerblades, too.
The Pistons making a change here. Baylor's checked in. 1:27 left in the first quarter. Unloads. Drains the 19-footer. Here's Lowry. He kicks it to Pietrich. Back to Lowry. He passes to Murphy. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Now here's Rose. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. 4 on the shot clock. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Lowry kicks to Miller. There's the dish to Beatrice. Lowry from outside, and that one's good. Lowry's got 5 now.
Defensively, they're really scattered right now, giving up so many open looks from the three-point line.
Yeah, they are splashing them. Their last 3 buckets have all come from behind the arc.
Here's Granger. It's hauled in by Andres Beatrice.
And very quickly here in the first quarter, pronounced advantage for them on the glass.
Yeah, that's a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Hawks lead by 8. And we'll get the second quarter All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
Well, another thing that's immediately gone right for them is their 3-point shooting.
From downtown, no good from Baylor. Atlanta leading by 8. Lowry a screen on Teague. Kicks to Lowry. Misses off the left iron.
You know, that's a problem he has. I mean, not being able to knock down that open jumper. I think it happens far too often.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, it might surprise you that when James Harden was back in college at Arizona State, he had an influence you might not guess. Former NBA player and coach Doug Collins, who often visited Phoenix. Harden said, quote, "He taught me a lot. He mentored me, told me I had to have a motor. I was nonchalant, just sort of chill. My sophomore year, the reason I came back to college was to learn to build my motor up. He was the reason for that." Guys, always great to have that kind of guidance along the way.
It certainly is. Thank you, Doris.
He's really dedicated himself, and we've seen the results on the court.
For Detroit, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
You know, last season the Hawks were a solid team on the road. Nothing spectacular. Really what you'd expect from a 3 seed in the East. End of the year with a 19-22 road record. Not bad.
From beyond the arc, here's Chandler. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here. That free throw, no good. Well, Clark, you said it about the Hawks last year, 19 and 22 on the road. You really need to hover around 500 on the road, don't you think, Steve, to position yourself for the playoffs?
No question. As long as you can control your home court and get a good record there, then 500 on the road is just fine. But this is a Hawks team that's looking to take the next step, Kevin, to really become elite. They've been kind of stuck in the middle for a while now. Another rebound gobbled up. They are pounding the boards.
And a big part of the lead, guys, is because of the work they've done on the glass. I mean, they have the lead because they've rebounded well. One of the problems for the Pistons last season was they always seemed to come out after halftime flat. Just couldn't sustain the kind of intensity and focus needed to win consistently. That was a big part of why they had such a tough year.
And the Hawks making a change here. Abdul-Jabbar is checked in. Well, going back to the Pistons, the 3rd quarter for them was by far their worst scoring quarter. Several points lower than any other quarter they played in, and with the sample size you get over the course of the season, that is no accident.
Well, you know, what you think about now with a team like this is that if it's young, maybe they're not used to the tweaks and the adjustments that other teams are making at them over the halftime break. So this is an area for improvement for this Detroit team.
Teague kicks to Rose. The Pistons working the ball around now. Poked away and stolen by Miller. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Lowry kicks to G, and it's blocked by Rose. Shoots from 14, and the jumper falls for him. Atlanta leading by 8. Lowry kicks to Miller. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Miller's got 8 points.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Porter against Humphries. Millsap a screen. Here's Baylor. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
You know, coming into last season, Chandler was the reigning DPOY, Defensive Player of the Year, even though he was only second-team All-League in defense. However, that happens. And last year, he was just as strong, really solid.
And another foul would give him 3 before the half, something to keep our eyes on.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. And it's Abdul-Jabbar penetrating. And Chandler the length and strength to defend inside. And Steve, the mobility to cover out in space away from the lane.
For a guy 7'1" to move like he does, very impressive. And of course, you know, defensive mobility against the pick and roll perimeter game of today's NBA offense is so crucial.
Now here's Porter. Back to Millsap. Passes to Porter. Pass to Baylor. 6 on the shot clock. Good as the jump shot falls. Baylor's got 6.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
Humphries kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Dishes to Harden. The pass to Humphries. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
Pistons trail by 12. Here is Porter. Back to Baylor. Millsap a screen. Baylor passes to Snyder. And the basket good.
The mid-range jumper becomes a pretty high percentage shot for him when he has that kind of space.
Humphries dishes to Chandler. The feed to Abdul-Jabbar. Nice move. Kept alive. A beautiful reverse layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, an 8-rebound advantage like the one they have now is always going to swing the score hard in that team's direction.
And that's certainly been the case today. Their rebounding has made a huge difference.
And it's the machine with the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Puts it up off the inbound. And it's Parrish missing.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be. He is so powerful in the lane.
Got that one up quick. And it's 9 points for James Harden. Pistons trailed by 14. Porter kicks to Millsap. Passes it to Snyder. Feeds to Parrish. And he drops it in from the low post. Parrish has got 6 points.
I don't know who was supposed to be on him there, but clearly a mistake by the defense.
Atlanta calls timeout. And as we get a break here, important for the teams to go over their own strategy. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. So put out your best effort as the game wears on, guys.
You know, it's amazing when you're playing during the season, if you go through a stretch where you don't hydrate, it can have a major physical toll on you. Your body wears down quicker, you don't recover as fast, and that can really take its toll over the course of an 82-game season.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. Pass to Baylor. Millsap a screen. Baylor drives in. Can't hit from in close.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Now, a severe lack of awareness on his part. He had no idea he was near the out-of-bounds line.
Porter passes to Millsap. He dishes it to Baylor. Left side, Baylor. Just 5 to shoot. Baylor can't get that one to fall.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today. There's a glaring discrepancy between these teams in that area of the game.
Yeah, that's what's paved the way for them to build this big lead, no question.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
Humphries hits them both. Here is Porter. He feeds it to Parrish. Outside Baylor. Backs him down. Millsap. Nice D from Chandler. And here's Humphries. 8 points for him. The shot's good from the machine.
And what I like about him, he needs very little time to get his shot off. If he has just a bit of room, that's all it takes. In a catch-and-shoot situation, he's going to let it fly.
And I don't think we can talk about him without also mentioning his tendency to just erupt and string together a bunch of baskets in a row in a real short period of time.
Back to Millsap. He kicks it to Porter. Outside Baylor. Here's Millsap. The shot will not go. Chandler with the defensive effort. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Pass to Snyder. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Here's Baylor. Offensive rebound. Porter passes to Snyder. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game. Porter passes to Snyder. The dish to Baylor. Goes back up. And that one's good. Baylor's got 4 points this quarter.
Now you got to love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Porter against Humphries. Harden kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Dishes to Harden. Lets the 3 fly. The shot no good. And Detroit the other way now. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure. Been a real difficult game for him offensively, and it's costly.
Chandler with the screen on Millsap. Kicks it to Humphries.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
And that kind of power move has become a trademark for him.
Big smooth. He's checked in for Robert Parrish. Pistons trail by 17. The pass to Baylor. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Take a look at what Baylor's been doing. He's got 8 points and several assists.
For Detroit, they have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Now Humphries, 11 points in the game. Harden kicks to Chandler.
Come on, box him out, man.
Just 5 on the clock. Abdul-Jabbar backs down. Knocked away. One-on-one here. Right side Baylor. The shot from the low post is good. Baylor's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And he's shaken off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Humphries the pass to the machine. Humphries with it. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Garbage man, he's checked in for the Pistons. And Detroit has possession. It's a 13-point game. The feed now to Porter. Outside Millsap. He passes to Porter. He dishes it to Carroll. And the shot is good. Carroll's got 6.
You know, I don't think it's ever too late to make a sweet dime. I mean, even if you're halfway through your shot, you might find a better one for a teammate.
Two shots.
first one falls for him. Troy Murphy, he's checked in for Atlanta. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Pistons trailed by 12.
You know, I love watching a guy like Paul Millsap play because he's so efficient in his movement, and he's crafty. He's able to score big numbers on guys much bigger than him.
Here's Carroll, and the rejection by Abdul-Jabbar. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. The Pistons making a change here. Baylor's checked in. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Teague dishes to Baylor. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by the Machine. The Machine's got his 3rd rebound on the night. And Millsap, not quite 6'8", but he's got everything else. Motor, skill level, and Steve IQ for the game.
Yeah, very well-rounded. And his wingspan really helps defensively. You know, he's led all power forwards in steals each of the last 3 seasons. So he really does a nice job defensively.
Here's Carroll. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Pistons shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. That free throw good from Carroll. Both free throws good from Carroll.
Well, this is what you have to do when you're trailing. You've got to attack, be aggressive, and get to that foul line.
And perhaps cause some foul trouble along the way. I mean, that can have a big impact down the road.
Harden the pass to the Machine. Fires from 18. Again, the Hawks score.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big lead becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
Down low. Humphries with the steal. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Passes it to the Machine. All alone. They grab their own miss. Harden kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Stolen away. Now here's Teague. From deep three-point range. No good on that last second attempt there. And that does it for the first half of play. The Hawks on top, up by 15. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
And coming your way now, the Monday edition of our halftime show. Let's get it started. For the Atlanta Hawks, they have the lead against Detroit. They're scoring effortlessly. The defense has been completely overmatched. James Harden making his presence felt early. What a weapon he's been for them. Dangerous from everywhere, mid-range, in the paint, and beyond the arc. For the Pistons, though, it's not the same story. The onslaught of personal fouls really hurt their defensive effort. They're making things hard on themselves. Garbage man with a disappointing first half. It hasn't been pretty. He's only got 1 make from the field. That will be all for us. Thanks for stopping in. We'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game so far from Humphries.
Well, he shot his share of free throws, that's for sure. I mean, he got to the line, drew contact, and you love getting to the free throw line. Easy points if you can get them.
Steve, I think they may have to rotate the defensive assignment on them from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player. I mean, he's drawing a lot of fouls on guys. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Pass to Snyder. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Humphries dishes to Chandler. Feeds to Harden. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar from the baseline. And he goes in for the dunk.
I tell you what, it never gets old watching him work, does it, fellas?
No, Clark, that's a good way to put it. He will work. Great example of that on the offensive glass right there.
Yeah, just blue-collar stuff. And then he put a little flair in the dunk. All game long, guys, he's been getting it done. Really doing a nice job rebounding.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, they've had a major advantage on the glass, dominating that stat. For a long time, it's been about getting out and running for Atlanta, and that was really one of the strengths of the team last season as well. Really one of the better teams in fast break points in the league.
Terry Porter, he's checked in for Detroit. Oh, that's blocked. Chandler with a screen for Harden. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
And for the Hawks, who are so good on the break, ended up third in the league last year in fast break points. Steve, not a surprise with the athletes that team has.
Yeah, but that's changing, Kevin. Josh Smith's departure, I think, is a big blow. They're not as good in transition anymore, but they do have some exciting young talent, young players who can get out and run. So it's going to be interesting over the next couple of seasons to watch this team unfold.
First free throw is good. And he can't hit the second.
Now, still a great start to the half after hitting their first three, even before that miss.
You go back to the 2006 draft when Paul Millsap was taking 47th, guys. Now, remember, he had led college basketball in rebounding in all 3 of the years he played at Louisiana Tech. 3 straight years leading the NCAA. That's something that never had been done, not even by a 4-year player. And he ended up being drafted 47th. Hard to figure how that could happen, but he's made the most of his time in the NBA. A nice start to the second half, just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Porter passes to Millsap. Millsap a screen. Baylor drives in. Banked in off the glass. Baylor's got 14 points for the game. And Clark, going back to that 2006 draft you were talking about, it wasn't exactly stacked. In fact, Millsap might be the second best player in that draft class, Steve, after LaMarcus Aldridge.
Well, it's amazing when you look back. I mean, how did he slip through the cracks all the way to the second round? He might not have had prototype size for the power forward position, but you know, it's all about production, and he was one of the great rebounders the college game had ever seen.
I think it's going to be tough for them to trim this deficit if he keeps missing those kinds of shots, Kevin. I mean, they need his points.
Here's the machine, and Atlanta again with the bucket.
You know, it went down, guys, but still unusual to go to the leaner there with so much space around him.
Pistons trail by 20. Porter kicks to Parrish. Baylor. Screen by Parrish. The pass to Snyder. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's foul number 2 for him. Third quarter of basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Snyder. Good on the triple. He's got 9.
Well, what I like is how quickly he can go from being ineffective to all of a sudden just lights out. He can heat up in a hurry.
Yeah, he's microwave-like. There's no gradual warming up period for him. He's turned on and turned up right away.
Atlanta calls timeout.
They've been very untidy with the ball here. You commit turnovers when you try to do too much or you force it. They need to focus on making the simple play, good passes, and moving the ball around.
Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Harden kicks to Chandler. He feeds it to Humphries. Clock at 6. Back to Chandler. Gets it to go. Chandler's got 5 points so far.
Good job there recognizing the mismatch and then just going straight up with the shot. He's got a major height advantage.
Here's Snyder. Millsap with second chance points on the tip in.
And that's a really deft touch right there, guys.
And he just guided that ball back up and in. You know, Clark, just a fingertip touch on the ball.
Really well done.
Yeah, you don't need to catch it and gather and try to go back up if you've got that type of angle, and he really took advantage.
Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket.
Yeah, and guys, it's his consistent shooting that's really helped get his team into a position they're in right now.
Porter kicks to Parrish. Poke loose. Porter. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line to try to make it a three-point play.
And you love the concentration. Gets hit, but stays with the play.
Yeah, he showed a lot right there. Plenty of concentration, finding a way to get that shot to fall.
Danny Granger is checked in for Baylor. Humphries with the bucket.
And their field goal percentage continues to climb. They've really shot the ball well here today so far.
Yeah, and it's all about quality shot selection, smart shot selection. They've been very patient on offense.
Here's Granger. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Atlanta with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Humphries dishes to Miller. He kicks to Chandler. The feed to Humphries. He passes to Abdul-Jabbar. Chandler with the ball. Shot clock at 5. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the crowd immediately letting the officials have it after that whistle.
A very unpopular call there.
The Machines checked in for Atlanta. G comes in for James Harden. Lowry kicks to G. Back to Lowry. There's the dish to G. Detroit with the rebound.
He's far too tentative in the paint. And even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Teague kicks to Millsap. And it's off from three-point range. Atlanta leading by 15. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Dishes it to G. Back to Lowry. They'll get another chance. Shots good by Miller.
But the defense just looked a little lazy on the glass there.
Yeah, nobody boxing out. That's inexcusable.
Teague left side. Kicks it to Porter. Foul call. Looked like the D didn't get there in time, and he'll shoot free throws. It's on Tyson Chandler.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Porter. He's got 8 points and a huge helping of assists as well.
Now, he's a maestro, Clark. I mean, the conductor of this offense putting on a fantastic performance.
Abdul-Jabbar is checked in for Tyson Chandler. Atlanta's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Miller kicks to G. Atlanta gets it back.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
You know, they've also been very good from the free throw line. I mean, that's been a very important part of what they've done today.
Pistons trailed by 19. Here's Teague. Outside Baylor. Inside. Here's Porter. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
Heard the whistle and still kept his focus, able to knock that down.
And that is not easy, Steve. I mean, to take the bump, to maintain control of your body, and put it in the hole, tremendous play.
He dishes it to G. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Atlanta again missing.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Granger passes to Porter. Outside Teague passes it to Baylor. They get it back. Porter kicks to Granger. Outside Teague, pass to Porter. And the foul called on G. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. And that one misses.
Kevin, his poor free throw shooting is really taking its toll. With all of those trips to the line, it's got to be tough.
Detroit making a switch here. The Hawks leading by 15. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. No good. Nice defense from Carroll. Porter with it. Now guarded by the Machine. There's the three. Good. Baylor's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Lowry dishes to Miller. Feeds it to Abdul-Jabbar. Swiped it away. 3-on-3. Lots of room. And the shot is long. Atlanta's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Lowry passes to G. No good, unable to end this run. Pistons trail by 12. Here's Snyder. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 11 rebounds in the game. G kicks to Lowry. G pass to Abdul-Jabbar. That's tipped. Baylor with the steal. Here's Porter. The finger roll finish at the bucket. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back. G kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. And the pass to the machine. Stolen by Granger. Passes to Snyder. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. 11 points in the game.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Pass to the machine. Granger covering. Here's the machine. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pistons trail by 8. Pulls up on the wing. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's G. 8 points for him. Lowry kicks to Miller. 5 to shoot. Now Detroit moving it up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. And it seems like nothing is falling for him this quarter. He's really out of his rhythm.
And the foul called on G. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. That one is off. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Atlanta. Harden comes in for G. He hits the second from the line. There's 45 seconds left in the third.
Definitely a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Yeah, the wise move would be to find themselves a quick shot right away.
Abdul-Jabbar backs down, and the layup is good. Abdul-Jabbar's got 9 points in the quarter.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
T dishes to Baylor. Millsap a screen. Baylor drives in. Chandler with the defensive effort. Now, here is Harden. He's got 14. He feeds it to Humphries. Abdul-Jabbar. That's good. And it's a 9-point Hawks lead.
What an excellent performance from the field for him.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Hawks lead by 9. The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. The Hawks leading by 9. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Jeff Teague. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, that's the best possible play there. I mean, that was an easy 2, so instead foul him, make him shoot free throws.
That's right, a smart, strong foul there. No and ones and no dunks.
Atlanta's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Harden. He kicks to Humphries. Knocks it loose. And now the Pistons fast break. Teague's got the ball. And Elgin Baylor the bucket on the assist by Teague. Teague's got 3 assists now in this one.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around. Checking out the game Paul Millsap is having. He has 9 rebounds, and he's picked up 1 dime.
Shooting 2. Paul Millsap.
And he makes the first. Terry Porter, he's checked in for Jeff Teague. Both shots good from the stripe. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. And here's Humphries. He passes it to the machine. Rebounded by Snyder. Pistons trailed by 5. There's the feed to Porter. Outside Millsap. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good. Millsap's got 4 points now in the quarter. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the double-double, just 1 rebound away.
Wait, always have to contend with no easy rebounds.
The Hawks leading by 3. Now Humphries. The dish now to Harden. Into Abdul-Jabbar. Well, Clark, a clear lane to the basket and the emphatic jam.
And that is outstanding attacking basketball.
Well, he had no choice but to take that one to the bucket.
Screen by Parrish. Baylor drives in. Here's Snyder. They get it back. Porter. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time. Porter's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Humphries kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
It's been a nice game for the captain. 14 rebounds, and he's rejected a shot over the course of the game, too.
That seems like it could have been more because he's been in position to make plays defensively most of the game.
They're doing a great job here in the second half. They've brought their free throw percentage up quite a bit. And that's winning basketball. That's one of the ingredients in winning basketball. Good free throw shooting. You know, you've got to like the fact that they're getting to the line. And on top of that, they're making their free throws in this half. That bodes well going forward.
Here's Millsap and Chandler with the block. Here's the machine. Jacks up a 3. Humphries. And the jam by Harden.
Well, he won that battle, and in general, they're winning most of the battles tonight.
Well, those are some very easy points if you can get them.
Well, and like Clark said, they have been getting them, not necessarily all on putback dunks, but a lot of second chance opportunities.
Harden gets a screen from Abdul-Jabbar. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You look at Harden's career, he was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but with a slow start in his rookie season, and playing with 2 of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City, people seem to forget that he's always been a player who can light it up.
And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle. So to see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans, and we know Clark certainly for his teammates.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. And think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player, his image was almost a mascot for the team as well.
Well, look at Steve, Clark. He's got the fake Harden beard on right now next to us. I mean, geez.
Fear the beard.
Shot clock at 6. Porter dishes to Parrish. Atlanta with the rebound. Harden's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Kicks to Abdul-Jabbar. Knocked loose. Porter with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And the rejection by Harden. On the wing, Harden hammers it home to polish off the break.
Now that is a quick bucket. Pretty good in transition.
That's right. That's exactly right. He loves when he gets the chance to get out and run. That's when he's at his best.
Porter passes to Parrish. Chandler on him. Shoots from 14. As shots good from Parrish.
Pretty much no chance for the smaller defender to block that jumper.
Yeah, he knows exactly how to use his size to his advantage there.
Humphries kicks to Harden. Chandler with a screen for Harden. Another miss by Harden.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And that one's good by Baylor. Here's Humphries. Dishes it to Chandler. Feeds it to Abdul-Jabbar. There's the pass to the machine. Just 5 to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. That's blocked. Porter against Harden. Steps back and fires. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Definitely doing his part because he's made his share of clutch buckets here in the fourth.
Humphries dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Humphries. Chandler with the screen on Porter. Porter against Humphries. Deflected. Stolen by Parrish. Outside Baylor. Here's Snyder. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Harden the pass to Humphries. He dishes it to Abdul-Jabbar. 5 on the clock. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Harden outside. Pass to Humphries. Passes it to Abdul-Jabbar. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket. The Pistons trailing. Elgin Baylor on the wing. That one off the back iron and out. Atlanta's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Humphries. A second chance effort. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard, and the shot will go to the line. Parrish. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Big Smooth, he's checked in for Detroit. And the second free throw, good.
That's big. I mean, if it wasn't for the miss, they'd be sitting in a much better position. He did not come away totally empty, though.
Porter kicks to Baylor. Pass to Porter. Here's Snyder. He nails it. And we're tied up.
Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that.
Humphries pushes to Harden. Offensive rebound. The pass to the machine. He feeds it to Harden. He kicks it to Humphries. Back to Harden. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Hawks making a switch here. Howard's checked in. The Pistons shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Porter passes to Snyder. Left side, Baylor. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
And Lowry gets it to go. There is just no way, Clark, to tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Yeah, 6 lead changes so far. So which team can come up with that big play you're talking about, Clark? That's going to be interesting.
They've clearly been the better team on the glass, but it hasn't necessarily translated to the scoreboard yet.
But you feel like it's going to reward this team at some point. They've got to continue to maintain the energy.
Snyder, guarded by Harden. Pass to Snyder. Now the feed to Millsap. Takes the 13-footer off the left rim and out. The Hawks leading. Lowry gets a screen from Abdul-Jabbar. Back to Lowry. Hands it from downtown.
That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Porter against Lowry. Outside Baylor. Snyder guarded by Harden. Detroit, no good that time either.
You know, to cut deficits, you got to be making smart basketball plays out there. Taking care of the ball. It's not done by hoisting up bonehead threes like that.
Abdul-Jabbar gets to Lowry. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, look out! Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that right.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
Atlanta making a switch here. Humphries checked in. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, head coach of the Pistons had some words for his team over the break. He challenged this group to really go for it, saying, now's the time when winners take control. Now let's go out there and take it to them. Guys, a nice pep talk. We'll see if he got them going.
And thank you, Doris. Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. They're up by 4. 1:06 left to play in the final quarter. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Humphrey sets a pick for Harden. Shoots off a screen. Rebounded by Garbage Man.
And as they grab one there, I was going to make the point that they just haven't done enough in terms of rebounding the ball.
Well, I agree. It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Oh, that is a massive shot.
You know it is. He stepped him right into the spotlight.
Humphries dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. It falls.
Look at the combination of size and touch. That's why he's a great finisher down low. Time running low here. They need a hoop.
Yeah, score quickly and then foul him right away.
And he hits it and gets hacked down the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
That is a terrific effort on the shot. He's giving up a lot of size, but still finds a way to score.
I don't think that affected him in the least, though, Steve. I mean, he made it look like he was the bigger guy.
And now we've got the intentional foul. It's the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Perfect time to be perfect at the line. Now only a 3 can tie it.
There's 25 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Pass to Garbage Man. The dish to Porter. The Pistons working the ball around now. They get it again. Garbage Man. And it's blocked. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Yeah, no question the right call at this point. You can't let them just dribble it out.
That's right. I mean, you got to send them to the line and hope for a few misses.
That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Here comes Terry Porter. Now the pass to Snyder. Again, the miss by the Pistons. And so the big win by Atlanta in a tight game.